Hi there, Janet Fritz here for Galaxy Girl Creations. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm participating in the Mixed Media Frenzy November Hop, which is What Are You Thankful For? And there are a whole bunch of ladies playing along. You can check them out in the description box down below. The links should be there for your viewing pleasure. And everything on this hop, or every person on this hop, has done something with mixed media on their layout. So I am starting with this white piece of cardstock. It's just cardstock, nothing fancy. In fact, it had a little bit of mixed media on the other side that I didn't use, so I just flipped it over and used the back. And I'm just spritzing it with these Nuvo Mica Mists. One is in Pecan Peach, and the other one is, it's pink. I don't know what the name of the color is, though. If you're interested in that, leave me a comment and I will look it up for you. I don't have that off the top of my head. So I just took it to a box that I use to spray large pieces so that the splatter doesn't go everywhere. And then I used some of the spray and I just tapped it off with some larger dots with the nozzle. Oh my goodness. And then I'm going to add a few other kinds of mixed media that I'm going to tap off. One of them is going to be Dilutions. I want to say Funky Fuchsia. I could be wrong on that. And then I used a couple of the Heidi Swapp ones, one in pink and one in, it's a darker pink. So two different pinks. I'm sorry, I'm really doing terrible with all of the names of this mixed media. You can see there I have an injured finger, so I did this video after I had cut the tip of my finger off, so bear with me. I apologize if it's very distracting to you, but I don't really have any choice. I have to keep it covered. So I have this cut file, and I thought I would use it, and I'm going to use a photo from my trip to Kauai with my husband, and it was our 25th wedding anniversary. And so what I am thankful for is our 25 years together and that we got to celebrate it in such a special way. And so I am not doing mixed media on the entire background per se, but I am backing the entire heart portion of that cut file with the mixed media paper that I have created there. And I was thinking of using that tan paper to kind of represent the sand over on the right hand side. You can see me kind of playing with it, but that quickly goes out the window. I didn't really like it, so I thought, let me try with this black and white stripe, and I actually really like that, so I need to get that out in a full sheet. I do keep several sheets of that particular paper around. It is from Jen Hadfield's Chasing Adventure, and so I just love it because it has that big diagonal black and white stripe. I don't use it frequently, but it is my go-to kind of when I'm looking for something with those big stripes. So now I've just turned over my cut file and I'm tracing it so that I can cut out the heart. And with those really thin lines, it's really hard to kind of like get the tracing perfect because they kind of move around a little bit. So I'll have to do a couple iterations of trimming it down. But it works for a good first start. I just don't want to cut it too small and have it not fit inside the heart. I'd rather cut it a little bit big and then have to trim it a little bit more. You can see there the little pink sprinkles. That was from a previous mixed media project that I had started, and then I did not end up using it. So that cut file is from Virginia Walker at Confessions of a Paper Addict, and her store is an Etsy store. It's COAPA. I'll try to remember to put a link down below for you to be able to get to it quickly if that's something that you're interested in. And this particular cut file is called I Heart the Beach, and I just love it because it has these seashells, and it was just the perfect cut file for what I'm working on. The photo there that I have on the right hand side is just my feet in the ocean in Kauai, and it's not the cut file that I end up, or cut file, it's not the photo that I end up using for this particular layout. I am going to switch to a photo of my husband and myself, and it was on our ocean excursion to go to the Nepali coast and see the sea caves. And the reason I decided to change to that was I didn't want to just celebrate that I got to go to Kauai. I just wanted to celebrate that the two of us were able to go together to celebrate. And I was really thankful also for the actual excursion that we did, because that is something that just speaks to my heart, is being out on the water. And it was the one thing that was like on my bucket list of things that I wanted to do while we were there. Um, and we kind of waited to the last minute to book it, so I was a bit nervous that we weren't going to be able to do it. And then once we got it booked, I was like super thrilled. And my husband, my husband was just so funny that he was like, he likes to make me wait to like actually book these things. I don't know if he thinks it's more fun to have the anticipation or what, but I was nervous that it wasn't going to happen. But it was it was funny because I think it ended up being one of his favorite things that we did on the island as well. So if you ever do get a chance to go to Kauai, I highly recommend you visit the Nepali coast and check out those sea caves. Super fun, wonderful day. We had a great time. And then I do know that I need to back all of those shells with something as well. So I am going to create a little bit more mixed media. I do have a little bit of video for that, but it's nothing fancy. I just basically took my colors and spritzed them on the leftover pieces of that same paper that the heart was cut on to create just some different colors of mixed media. And I'm going to back those little shells with that as well. And doesn't that look so cute? I just love all of that black and white stripe with these watercolory kind of effects of the mixed media. Now that blue piece there is a piece that I had cut off of another page that I did in this album. This album does have quite a bit of mixed media on different pages, whether it be mixed media that I created or mixed media from the Art Walk collection. There is quite a bit of it, so I really enjoy carrying that kind of through. And I am just spritzing this with some yellow and some orange because I thought that would be a good color for that starfish and one of the other shells that is on that particular page. And then I sprinkled a little bit of Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine on it just to kind of give it some texture and some more interest. Nothing super fancy. It's very minimal mixed media, doesn't require anything difficult. And I find that this is like the best way to do beginning mixed media, is to do it on a paper and then use it behind a cut file or punch out the shapes and use those shapes, like maybe punch out hexagons and create a hexagon pattern in your background. That way you can choose which portions of the mixed media that you like the best, because some is going to have more maybe modeled effects or more dimension depending on the other colors that you add to it, or maybe you like a particular splatter pattern better than another. You get to punch it out and pick it however you want. And you can use it on your layout that way. I have done this with several different layouts and I really enjoy it. And like I said, I think it's a great way to do beginning mixed media. You can even run some texture paste or glitter glaze through a stencil over that and then wait till it dries and punch that. Just gives you a way to practice your mixed media, and it gives you a way to use it without being totally committed to a mixed media background. So there you can see all of the little shells are done. I used some Heidi Swap colors like mint and I think patina and teal for the greens, and then the yellows and orange. I think I used butter, mustard, and I can't remember what the name of the orangier color is. And then I have some epoxy flare that I'm going to end up using too, and that is from Scrap and Happy Studio. And I am just using one that says thankful. It's black and white with a little red heart. And then I'm going to use one of these hearts out of this package of black and white. And I considered using one that has more color to it, but I wanted to bring in more of that black and white rather than add more color. I just like the way that it kind of frames the photo. And then I found a couple of pieces of ephemera in my box of ephemera that I'm using for this particular project. I do like the little black and white striped one that says memories. I am going to cut it so that I can use that black and white stripe on something else, but I am using the gold word memories. And I'm just having it stick out like it's a little tab. And I am not going to do a whole lot more to this particular layout. I will add some journaling just to the left of that tab that says memories on it. And I am going to pop up that little piece that I'm working on right there. And that's pretty much going to do it. So close-ups are coming up. Check out all the other ladies that are playing along with Mixed Media Frenzy. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.